Hey guys, what's up? Dace here, and with me... Oh! Precious coffee down the drain!
This is the last time we do a coffee talk.
I love it. Alright, let's get this going here.
Okay, alright. So, Autumn here, and today I'm interviewing Dace. From our bedroom.
Even though we don't have a bed.
No, we don't.
Never have, and we probably
never
never
have,
will.
never will. Not even our children will, or their children's children.
So, what's this interview about?
That's a good question.
Well, I know what it's about, you guys, but...
This interview... I forgot my words there for a second. This interview is going to be about your YouTube channel and how it's grown over the last year and what has come, what is to come, what to expect. I don't know.
Sweet.
Whatever you want to tell us.
Yeah, cool. Well, for you guys who aren't aware, yesterday was actually... And I was going to throw something together yesterday, I didn't get around to it, but yesterday was 1 year since I started my YouTube account and
What was the date exactly, Dace?
January 8th.
Huh?
So yeah. But I figured, hey, this is the first year, or the first day of the second year, so that's good enough for an interview as well. So yeah, that's kind of what we're doing.
Ditto. I agree.
Ditto. Holographic ditto.
Exactly. Every time I say ditto or say that, I always think of the Pokemon. Anyway, so...
Good coffee. It's so good.
I can't wait to watch that over.
Yeah, it's gonna be great.
Alright, so... if we can get started, Dace, that would be great.
Yeah, I'm waiting on you, actually.
Wise? Okay. So can you tell us why you started?
Yeah, I totally can. Well, some people will have heard this story, of course, but I grew up playing, like, you name it, up until about PlayStation 2. That was, like, the last thing I had, and then I kind of phased out of gaming for years and didn't touch anything at all, except for booting up my PlayStation Classics. Like, every year I would play through Chrono Cross or The Legend of Dragoon and some of the Final Fantasies that I really love. But other than that, there was a span of time where I went years even not touching those. And then it was whatever time, and I heard about the Switch, and it wasn't out yet, and I wasn't even on board right away, but there was something about it that intrigued me. And so not too long after it came out, I decided to get one, and it was just such a revitalization, just being reawakened into the world of gaming and seeing what that was like. And since then, like, I loved playing the Switch, and then eventually got to the point where I was like thinking to myself, man, I'm so pumped about the Switch, I'm so pumped about these games that I want to be sharing these moments with others as well. I want to be like creating community, creating hangout sessions, just times like that, and just share how awesome some of these games are, especially the indies, because back in my gaming days, indies were non-existent. So like to come to the Switch and be like, oh wow, like people can just make games and they can make their way onto these like big company systems. Holy smokes, that's so super cool. So that's why I got started. I was just like really, really excited for doing that and sharing the good word, laddie.
Sounds great.
Oh man, it's nothing but great.
So can you tell us, what was it like for your first ever video?
Oh man, I can tell you all about it. So, I like how you keep snapping your attention when I snap.
Well, yeah, because I don't know if you're trying to tell me something, so I'm like, what are you doing?
Oh man. So, I was playing Blossom Tales at the time, and I think I recall it was maybe like a 20 or 40 second or something long video of just the character running along this collapsing, like this trail. You run along it and it collapses behind you, And it's this long... I've never seen a game where it has as
so
long a pathway. And of course, it's like just empty pit below. Like, it was crazy.
Actually,
I loved it so much. I was like, I'm doing a video of this.
If you're curious, it's on his YouTube channel.
Yeah, the first video. Scroll all the way down.
Or we can just link it for you.
Yeah, we can put it in the description if we feel like it, but...
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever. So yeah, it's amazing because like it's, at this point in time, like why would I ever do another video that's so preposterously short on YouTube? Like I would throw something like that up on Instagram or something else, but like at that point it was like, okay, I've done like a minute of video, that's probably enough.
And can you tell us how that differs from like your latest video?
My latest video would have been yesterday. I did I downloaded the demo for Octahedron Transfixed Edition and sampled that because that is coming out on the 17th of this month, and I'm so pumped for that. It's just a gorgeous looking game. So yeah, in terms, like obviously the production quality of what I'm doing now compared to way back is different because of the gear I'm using now and all that kind of stuff, and just being that much more comfortable with, because I remember not that my initial videos even had commentary at that point, but I got into that very quickly, but even that stuff is just there's no comparison compared to what I'm already doing now, so yeah.
And how did it grow in the first year? Any connections? Any new things?
Oh man. Yeah, plenty of connections. My Discord boys, you guys have just been phenomenally supportive. I love each and every one of you. You guys are just awesome, and I'm like so privileged to know you. I will leave links in the description if you guys want to check out those guys.
We can all just check out each other.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, a lot of support from my close friends on the internet, my gaming friends and family. I consider them brothers and sisters, of course. Other than that, Patreon, Instagram, Twitter, and yeah, like just a lot of development over the last year. Like, I think I've done something like 26 full Let's Plays, a bunch of reviews, some speedrun stuff, first looks, all that kind of stuff. Just a wide variety. Unboxings, of course. We got Ginger Snap involved. Yeah, just a lot of... just kind of like testing things out. Just doing a whole variety of
And I would say,
things.
you know, like, even the presentation of your videos, maybe thumbnails, maybe...
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thumbnails. Yeah, Autumn does my thumbnails now, whereas before I would just use whatever screenshot thumbnails YouTube came up with.
And that's where I also got involved too, because before I was just doing your thumbnails, and now I'm like in some of your videos.
Yeah, totally. We stream together, Yeah, you've even done some game stuff for your own channel as well.
Not a lot,
link in the description.
But we'll get there. We'll get there. I'll probably end up doing more. I want to.
Yeah, for sure.
So,
I'm gonna pour.
Okay.
Just 1 sec.
We'll just take an intermission, guys.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
we had some technical diff. What were we even talking about?
so, Dace, what does 2019 have in store for you?
Oh man. Well, if this first year is any indication of the potential and just the awesomeness that can be tapped into, I'm nothing but stoked for this year. Like 2019, I'm just, so excited. I'm definitely, interestingly enough, at the tail end of 2018, I was getting into streaming, of course, and that's pretty much a few nights a week thing now. That's probably going to become even more of a fixture for the channel. I know that Ginger Snap is probably going to have more of a presence on the channel this year, and potentially some other characters, or at least
new characters.
Yeah, some new people we will introduce.
And what about connecting with your audience? Maybe do you have some like giveaways planned or contests or anything like that?
Yeah, I definitely have. I think, definitely giveaways are going to be something that I'd like to introduce bit by bit anyway, and see how that goes. I'm actually also looking into some merchandise options for Snowbeak Productions.
Oh, okay. So like making and selling type things?
Yeah,
or like
definitely.
Have a company make shirts or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just to help spread the word.
And, because I know you have a lot of games you're looking forward to, especially.
Mm-hmm.
And so maybe, because I know I've heard you talk about like the start of like the month channel news.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about what?
Yeah,
exactly?
so one idea I have, and of course I've got a lot of ideas, not everything is going to stick. We'll see what I really enjoy doing, what others really want to start seeing too, because I'm definitely open to suggestions. But one thing I would like to get into doing is like at the start of every month, just do like a short like update and say, hey, like this is what I'm stoked for this month in terms of Switch releases, either physical or digital, and that way you guys have a bit of an idea what may be on the horizon for that particular month. So yeah, just little things like that here and there to help. Just... Do you have a question for me? Where's the mic?
I don't know.
I'm not answering nothing until that mic comes flying into my face. We talked about this.
Sorry, I'm eating the thing I made earlier. So it's in my mouth. Hold on. So, I don't even know what to ask you, really.
Let it come to you. You will know the words to say when the time is right.
So what about your next upcoming game? Which one would that be?
So, I was talking a little bit about Octahedron, but that's the 17th. There's one coming out this Friday on the 11th.
Oh man!
Oh man, that's like 2 days away. This is this is one that I'm really, really, really stoked for. Called Hive Jump. Hive Jump. Jump in the hive. Jump like you've never jumped before. So in this one, you more or less are running around in these caves, like blowing aliens away. And yeah, it just looks sweet. If you haven't seen anything yet or heard of it, please go check it out. Like
What kind of game is it?
So it's like well, it probably has a lot of different ways of labeling it.
Mm-hmm.
One way that I would say it is maybe like just a run and gun. Like you're just running around shooting and surviving, more or less.
Is it like a roguelike at all?
I think there are roguelike qualities. I'm not 100% sure if it's classified as that or not. I know for sure it's like run and gun.
Okay.
If there's permadeath, and if it is a roguelike, then I'm even that much more. I think I read something about it being that, and that's why I was initially drawn, but I haven't read up on it lately. I just like put it on the calendar. It was like, okay, I'm stoked for when this comes out. So it could be or it might not be. I don't recall, but yeah.
Cool. And then, if I check over my notes here, it looks like there's something coming out on the 18th. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah. Iconoclasts is getting a physical release for the Switch. So that is really, really cool too. Yeah. I'm assuming they'll have a collector's edition and maybe a bundle of some sort, which would be awesome. So yeah, this month has been really awesome in terms of releases and things that are still going to be released. It's been loaded. Like January 1st, there was Celeste. And no, wait, what day was that? I think that was January 1st, yeah. For the physical, anyway. And then Xenon Valkyrie Plus came out January 1st as well, so that's really cool. That's another roguelike, really, really sweet retro style, just awesome. And then the other ones that I just mentioned, Octahedron on the 17th, Hive Jump this Friday, Iconoclasts. There could even be other things that I just haven't noticed yet. Yeah.
So, it looks like this is everything that I have in terms of questions for you. Is there any other closing comments or information you would love to share with us?
Oh man, totally. I want to extend a huge thank you to everyone who has contributed to Stonebeak Productions in this first year. It's just amazing to me to see how it has grown and what it has grown into. Just like the subscriber count, the views, just all comments, the support, like likes, everything, comments, just all the connections that have been established, all the awesome conversations about games, the awesome feedback, just everything you guys have contributed is amazing and super mind-blowing, and I really appreciate that. And I'm pumped to quadruplify the number of Let's Plays that I do this year. I actually don't think that's happening, but we'll see. But yeah, like I'm just really, really thankful. So for everyone, whether you're like a veteran at this point or you just subscribed like a few days ago, thank you for being here. And how many followers
do you have currently?
58.
Or subscribers. Rather.
Subscribers, yeah, 58. So yeah, that's really cool. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being there. So that's really cool.
Okay.
Other than that, yeah, like if you guys got suggestions as to what you want to see, let me know, because I'm just doing what I love to do, and I'm just going to keep doing that. This is what I believe in, and this is what I want to nurture and grow, so it's as simple as that. Oh yeah! And for those, bonus points goes to whoever knows what song is playing. You don't actually have to know the song, just the game it comes from.
The one that's been playing this entire
Yeah, the one
video.
that's been playing this whole time. If you know, like, you're probably going to be a diehard fan of this game like I am to even remember this song. So, yeah. Bonus points, and you can cash those bonus points in for whatever, like, I can come visit you or, like, whatever, but, yeah, that's just being thrown out there as well. Or, like, we can do a Skype sesh or whatever.
Never say never.
So yeah, I think that...
Alright, is that everything you would like to say? And any closing comments or anything? Like, maybe subscribe?
Well, yeah, if you guys want to subscribe, that would be cool. You can like if you want to. You don't have to. No
one's forcing you to.
Yeah, there's no expectations whatsoever. But, yeah, share your comments below as per usual. Have an awesome day, and I will see you next time.
This has been Autumn, interviewing Dace. Join us next time, or next year, for the next one.